What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Real Talk with Silos. I'm your host, Silos, and today we are back with another news report on the one and only DC. And DC has been just dropping big bombs this week. It's going to be about Green Lantern TV series. HBO Max actually announced that Green Lantern is going to have its own TV series. It's going to be on HBO Max, which is like the streaming service, but for HBO. I'm on Nerdist.com, and this is what the article states. It says, while Disney Plus has had our streaming attention wrapped by announcing Marvel limited series and showing us great-looking footage from The Mandalorian, its competitors aren't willing to sit idly by. HBO Max, the Warner Brothers property streaming service launching next year, has already announced a roster of library content. But in a massive press conference on Tuesday, announced a bevy of new programs, reflecting on the Warner Media's respective media companies. One of those companies is DC Comics and DC Television manga producer Greg Berlanti took the stage to announce two projects. One, an anthological series called Strange Adventures, the other a Green Lantern inspired series. First, let's discuss Stranger Adventures, since we've actually known some things about that one. The show will be a bit like a Twilight Zone, but for superheroes. It'll feature characters from across DC canon, according to Berlanti. The one-hour drama will explore close-ended writers and producers to really get into the nitty-gritty of superhero physiologically. Also, the impact those people have on the greater society without the added baggage of continued storytelling. So pretty much, that one is pretty much stating that it's going to be like the Twilight Zone, and we're going to be on different canons. So it'll be like, let's say one day we'll be Superman, and we're going to have to deal with something that Superman had to go through, and then all of a sudden we're going to jump to, let's say, Black Lightning or Red Tornado or so on and so forth, and it'd just be different events. And it's not so much where we have to build every episode on certain people. It would just be like certain things that happen, you jump into it and you see the story or the episode of the day and move forward. So that's pretty cool, which is the whole story of storytelling baggage and all that stuff, which is saying, like, for instance, like for CW with The Flash, it's a great show, but there's a lot of episodes that there's baggage in it, and it's just like filler episodes. So pretty much this is not going to have that. That's what they're saying. Okay, so Strange Adventures also has a pretty impressive roster of producers and writers in place. Berlanti, Sarah, sorry if I butchered the name, Schechter, Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Titans, Doom Patrol, and showrunner/writer George Stevens. Gotham and Gossip Girl serve as executive producers. Charlie Houston, Powers, and Gotham, which Powers was a great show. I really liked it. Sony went all out for that one. It was pretty good. Is a co-executive producer. Bridget Hales, Once Upon a Time, is a producer, and Swellen Seifu Hines, Dominique Levin, Voodoo Child, and The Twilight Zone, is a consulting producer. Alright. Sorry, now I'm jumping around, guys. Okay, so now, the Green Lantern now is very mysterious, said Berlanti. It's in what promises to be our biggest DC show ever made. We will be going to space with a Green Lantern television, but I can't really reveal any more about this just yet. Okay. Berlanti and co have co meaning like his corporation and whatnot, have gone to space a few times in the past. The CW series DC Legends of Tomorrow is all about sorry about that, all about the time and space space life. But to promise the biggest DC series we've ever seen, and with the entire universe of Space Cops to follow. This could conveniently be HBO Max's biggest contender to Disney's Plus space opera crown. Sorry, I know I'm jibber jabbering at a lot. It's a lot of pop-ups, so I'm trying to read before the pop-ups come up. Green Lantern has been one of the DC Films University trickiest titles. The initial Ryan Reynolds outing proved supremely disappointing. However, the idea was to reintroduce the Green Lantern Corps to movies screen at some point. But DC Extended Universe is in an uphill following a few massive critical and audience failures. Cough, cough, Justice League and Warner Media is willing to cough up big bucks to ensure streaming success. Not to mention to the track record of Berlanti with DC TV series, Crisis, Flash, all that good stuff. This might just be the most exciting and essential title DC TV has yet. Oof, I cannot wait for that, guys. We still won't know how much more until at least next year. When we do, we'll be sure to tell you. Exactly what it means for the DC Universe streaming service is also a mystery. Okay, though with its best series, Doom Patrol, getting a dual premiere on HBO Max, I'm guessing it won't last as it own thing, much bigger. HBO Max expected to launch May 20. Okay, so pretty much what it was saying there is, so DC Universe, we don't know what's going to happen to it, which sucks. I hope nothing happens to it because I have DC Universe and I really like it with Titans and all the show, and I just like going somewhere where it has its own content, where I could read my comic books, where all that good stuff, you know, for DC. And I understand HBO Max is a bigger property, and it'll bring in a lot of people to see it, and a lot of people already have HBO because of Game of Thrones and whatnot, and now Watchmen is part of DC, which it makes sense for a move, but I would rather it just keep going, because DC has its following. Like every day I go on DC and I watch DC Daily, which is a group of people who work over at DC, and they sit there and talk about news that's happening around DC. We go deep in depth into certain comics, certain books, certain myths, certain stuff about the superheroes in DC. So I really hope they don't take that away. I just hope like this is another way to export more shows, at least put in one season. Like for instance, a good way for a good marketing tool to have for DC Universe, what you would do is at least the first season of Titans, you put it on HBO Max. And if people like it, at the end of it, go subscribe to DC Universe. And it's going to make people go subscribe to DC Universe. Or Doom Patrol. You like Doom Patrol? Watch the first season on HBO Max when you have it. You like it, go get, DC Universe. That's what I believe would be a good marketing tool and would make people lean more towards this. And then, obviously with commercials and stuff like that, or on the side have, advertising for DC Universe, which is you read your own comics. I'm talking about comics that are coming out today and comics that's been in DC forever. You could read the first Superman comic book on there, or you could read the one that just came out in the new universe. Like, there's so many upsides to it, and it's like everything I want for DC there, which is one thing, which is why I'm getting the Disney Plus, because there is going to be a lot of Marvel shows, there's going to be a lot of that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when you want Marvel, you go there. You understand? So with DC, DC was the first to do this, and I think they were ahead of their time when they did it, but it's just so good. Just keep doing, just build off of it, But yeah, guys, that is all I have. Again, this article was on Nerdist.com, and you can just type it in on Google. I'll put the link to this in the bottom. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. I'll let you get out of here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the new Green Lantern and the Strange Adventures show that's coming out for DC, and what you guys will want to expect from these. Let's get real in the comments, guys. All right, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll let you get out of here. Deuces.